Yeah, Namaskar. Good evening. Uh, it's a great privilege for me to be a part of this August gathering, and I'm really honored to be part of the CMA family. And the name that corporate excellence, of course, actually, I'm not directly, related to this corporate excellence, but somehow indirectly, I'm totally associated with this corporate excellence, and it's for this empowering these corporate sectors by means of various policy intervention by Government of India. So, but this CMA, the CMA, the profession government has realized long back actually in 1982, they have constituted one service called Indian Cost Account Service, which is basically catered from the cost accountant and chartered accountants. But the most focused area is basically cost accounting and cost analysis, strategy cost management, as well as different project viability analysis. These aspects are being undertaken by the Government of India through these cost and management accountants, which is still in place. And this is the organized group A service at par with other services like all this civil service. I mean, we have all fully it's an organized cadre service. This Indian Cost Account Service. We have almost major portion of the total Indian Cost Account Service are cost accountants and cost and management accountants, and we have various hierarchy like from assistant director to the secretary level, and this the presence of this Indian Cost Account Service is felt in almost all ministry in the department, all ministry of the Government of India. About we have around 60 to 70 ministry, which is they are all running through the Government of India, and almost 60 to 70% of the ministry, this cost and management accountants are in place through this Indian Cost Account Service. More specifically, even though directly we do not have that, very few ministry we have basically cost analysis, cost determination, price determination, but indirectly for the corporate excellence, like various policy measures, policy interventions in terms of best cost management, where financial management, and especially for the protection of the domestic industry, for the various measures is taken for the corporate sector as well as the company who are operating, who are facing stiff competition from the international companies, from the exporters. So now one of the assignment I am handling right now, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, that is anti-dumping, countervailing duty and safeguard. These are three major trade remedies available to the corporate sectors, and especially domestic industry, who are facing stiff competition against the various exporters. Exporter means other, our neighboring country and across the world, you can say. So they are, those exporters and those other companies, they are dumping their products at a very low price, as a result of which our domestic industry, we are facing very difficult to push their product, and in the long run they are not able to sustain the to sell their product, and as a result they are just simply either closing down or they are continuing with a very sustained loss. For these measures, Government of India has a very excellent system we have placed. That is a WTO, World Trade Organization. India is one of the member of this World Trade Organization. One of the around more than 80 members of the this WTO. So one is India. India has already signed the WTO World Trade Agreement. One of the signatory of the WTO. It took place in 1992, which has come into effect in 1995. From that year, and India has been continuing supporting this trade remedies support to all the domestic industry who are we are facing this severe competition, severe problem with against the exporters. So, so with this practice, this especially CMA has a major role because this we have a this domestic industry, they are facing this dumping. Dumping means nothing but the price at which the domestic industry is supposed to sell. The dump price is coming at a much lower price. This the price of domestic industry, that is called fair and notional price, that is determined by the government of India, which this Indian cost account service officers has a major role to play. So they are basically determining the cost base. They are determining the cost, notional, what should be the most viable price. They are determining through the various rules, that World Trade Agreement plus one Customs Act and Anti-Dumping Act, Anti-Dumping rules and countervailing duty rules, applying all the provisions and various standards are issued by the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. So those are all accumulated, and finally we are fixing the most notional and fair price so that the domestic industry can sustain for a long time. So with these measures, so we are imposing this anti-dumping duty, countervailing duty, and also sometimes safeguard measures. Yesterday, some of our colleagues, they had mentioned that titanium dioxide, that government of India should impose duty. That it may be noted that it is already, government of India has already taken action, and it is the duty has already been imposed on the TiO2. So which is which was raised yesterday. So as a result, we have a very major participation of the anti-dumping and countervailing duty all over the world. So India plays a very proactive action as far as the trade remedy is concerned. So apart from trade remedy, we have various various ministry this Indian Cost Account Service officer are playing major role in different ministry, like infra, energy, finance, like energy, all energy project, that because government has a it has a strategy, it has a I mean it has a goal to be faced, that is net zero pathways, that is 2070 we should have a zero emission. So we have a different phase, 2030 we have a phase, 2047 is a phase, and 2070 is a phase. So slowly we are moving to the green fuel. So as a result, then by the end of 2070 we should have net zero, so that carbon emission will be totally zero. And in that way, government of India is seriously working out. And for that also our CMA plays an important role for different project analysis and viability. So at present we have around more than 9,000 different national infrastructure projects, which is valuing around more than 29 lakh crore. So that is in place. In fact, it was a long ways to go. So for all those implementation of all those success projects, so with our CMA especially, they play a very important role. And CMA basically, I also request all the young CMA to come and join this Indian Cost Account Service. This is an excellent career, and you can reach to the level of secretary to the Government of India. And it starts from assistant director, which is a group A level, that is class one officer in any other service, and has excellent career opportunity. And in the process, you can apply, and you can apply your knowledge and professional knowledge to search for your venture and to gain your final achievement. And I think the time is very short, so I'll conclude this my remark here. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.